What if I told you were gonna die in a month? What would you do if you only knew that much time was left? As young people, we think we have a lifetime to do everything that we want. But the fact is, we don't.
Damn, Jean, that's dark. What's up with you?
I'm trying to give our friends a pep talk.
I see. I mean, that's cool and all, but could you be a bit more optimistic about it? Maybe give some options as to how to avoid wasting time?
What do you propose?
Well, here's what I propose, though. That it's time for the intro!
Welcome back, heroes. I'm Simone.
And I'm Kevin.
And welcome to...
Da-da-da-da! The Hero Within. Yeah, man.
Where we unearth the secrets of success and the power of human potential. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
And welcome to the show for those that are new.
Yes. Hi. Alright, so what we're going to talk about today is the precious commodity of time and the strangely common, I don't feel like it today. You know, and now I know we're all guilty of saying this at some point or another, but you don't feel like it today turns into I'll do it later, later turns into never.
That's right, Kevin. Listen, think about the simple story, The Tortoise and the Hare.
It's a classic.
If you don't know it, I'll give you the abbreviated version. So there was this tortoise and the hare, and they're like, hey, we're gonna have a race. The hare's like, there is no way the tortoise can beat me. So as soon as the race starts, the hare sprints off immediately. And the tortoise, slowly starts walking towards the finish line. Somewhere along the way, the hare says, I have time, I'm gonna take a nap, right? There's no way this tortoise is gonna beat me. So he takes a nap, and by the time he wakes up, tortoise is already at the finish line. So what's the moral of the story here? The moral of the story here is that when you're not doing something and you're taking a nap or you're snoozing, you're saying, I don't feel like doing it, that is when those tortoises are coming up slowly but surely and getting there. Not only passing you in superiority and skill, but also making their dreams come true while you're not doing anything. So the point here is stop snoozing and start doing. Be more like the tortoise. Do a little bit at a time and you will eventually get there. And if you happen to be a rabbit and you get there too very consistently, you can do it as well.
Whoa! And we get it. Trust me, life is hard, I'm tired, money is tight, all the excuses in the world, we get that. But just think about all the people who've done it who have mental or physical impairments, missing limbs or, learning deficiencies and just all these other people who are not perfect, but guess what though? They still get it done.
Yep.
And something you gotta realize is that we're all in this together. If they can do it, so can we.
So how do you get things going when you're really tired? Well, you have to do priorities, right? So what we're gonna teach you today is a prioritization matrix. So this is used in a lot of places, especially businesses, and they have 4 different categories that you can do actually on a piece of paper right now if you'd like to follow along with us. Now, the first category is important and urgent.
So there are 2 different types of urgent and important activities. Ones that you couldn't have foreseen and ones that you left until the last minute. Now, urgent but important activities would be like your car breaking down. And the other side of that is procrastinating on things that you really need to get done. The second thing we're going to talk about is important but not urgent stuff. Now, these are things that help you complete your professional and personal goals. Things that the tortoise would do, basically.
Exactly. Those tortoises are catching up. Don't let them.
That's right.
The next category is not important but urgent.
So not important but urgent are things that pretty much keep you from achieving your goals. It could be things like too many manager meetings or, emails, and you have to ask yourself, can I delegate these tasks or not?
Yeah, or can you batch them at certain times? So just look at email maybe at 12 o'clock, or maybe you do it first in the morning and then once in the afternoon, and you make sure you get all your emails before you go and leave work.
Exactly.
That's a really big one too, and a very big distraction.
Yes. All right, so the fourth thing we're going to talk about is not important and not urgent tasks. These are just plain distractions. Avoid them whenever possible. It could be anything from, surfing Instagram to playing video games all day. I mean, I love video games and all, but you can't just play video games. You got to manage your time wisely,
Exactly. Those cat videos on YouTube, total suck you in.
Yeah, I mean, cats are cute and all, but not important and not urgent.
So besides the prioritization matrix, which will really give you a clarity on what's your biggest priority so that way you can accomplish your tasks, you also got to own up to your own choices as well as identify any kind of waste in your life. So owning up choices, own up your choices when you mess up, when you're doing the wrong thing, like eating that cake or doing that other thing that you don't want to do or whatever the case is. And also you have to make sure that you're identifying the good things as well. Pat yourself on the back when you do something right. So let's identify some wasters.
All right. So let's talk more about time wasters. If you haven't got time to do anything, you really want to evaluate what your time wasters are. Exactly. One big time waster is something that I actually play a lot is World of Warcraft.
Ooh.
However, I prioritize my life so well that it doesn't impede my life. It's just simply a fun hobby to do. And so, you want to look at that, whether it's World of Warcraft, cat videos, Wikipedia, whatever it is, identify that. And you might also want to evaluate or make a list of your hours, log in however many hours you're spending on these things, and I'll help you try to, prioritize.
Exactly. Or you can also use an app. So an app that I've actually used in the past is called Rescue Time. Now that actually logs in all of your computer and your cell phone activity. So it can tell you how much time you're actually doing in productive stuff and how much time you're actually wasting on social media. And it's really, really great. You'd be surprised how much time waste exists.
All right, the next thing you can do is to identify your financial wasters. Something I actually did before I got out of the military is I made a list of all my subscriptions.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of subscriptions, Amazon Prime, Netflix, World of Warcraft, PlayStation Plus, a whole bunch of stuff. And I'll just give you the visual of exactly, do I need this or do I not need this? And you can go from there.
Absolutely.
You can mitigate.
Yeah, and you can also figure out if you're eating out too much, whatever the case is. And the cool thing is you can also use an app for this too. So not exactly finding out what exactly you're wasting your money on, but saving money without even trying.
Oh.
So I actually use this app personally, and there's other apps like this as well, but the one that I use is called Capital, and with a Q. Capital is an app that basically deducts from your account, and you can set up different rules for it, such as deduct $20 a month, or deduct $1 every week, $2, $3, and it keeps adding up. So there's tons of different things that you can do with it, and I've actually used that to fund my trip to England and part of Canada. So yeah, so this is amazing, and you just set it and forget, or you can do it a couple cents off the dollar. It's another thing too. So definitely look into that. It's almost like having a penny jar without even trying to put pennies in it. It just takes it for you.
Yeah, basically Simone's the app master. I haven't heard of any of these apps until now, but I might consider them. Yeah. You should definitely consider them too. All right, the final thing you want to do is to identify your energy wasters.
Yes.
So the fact of the matter is, a lot of people come home from work and they're exhausted. But the thing is, a lot of people are working laborious jobs like construction or farming. No hard labor whatsoever. So it's why am I tired? Well, there's some factors to that. It could be either too much caffeine, too much boredom, or too much anxiety. And you got to figure out what's going on there.
Absolutely. What we're talking about with too much caffeine is some people drink 6 cups a day, which I don't know, I'd be bouncing off the walls with that. And the thing is that it's a really vicious cycle. The more coffee you drink, the more it interrupts your sleep, which makes you more tired, which makes you drink more coffee.
It's a catch-22, basically.
So yeah, if you're drinking more than a cup a day, you probably should start going down little by little, because you can obviously get some really bad effects from just cutting it short. And also boredom. So this is a really big thing of mine too, is sometimes when, it really occurs at any job that I work at, because I move very fast in all of my tasks. So, or maybe the work isn't mentally stimulating enough and I don't really find it interesting, so I get really bored, and that tends to drain my focus, that drains my energy level, that drains everything, and that makes you really tired.
Yeah.
So I've seen people that in the military, they do the job that I used to do, and they were just by the time I get home, I don't even want to go to the gym because I'm so tired and exhausted, and they're just sitting at a desk all day. They're not doing anything special. And the last one, anxiety. This one is more of whether you're worried about your job, or worried about your kids, or worried about anything at work, and that brings more anxiety, which actually takes energy from you rather than gives you energy. So you gotta always think about, am I anxious about something? Is this draining me of something else? Should I stay calm until I learn the facts or the answers, whatever the case is? And that can really also help your energy level too.
Nice.
When you just care less, I guess. The best way to say it.
Yeah.
All right, heroes, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching, as always.
Thank you.
So what time waster, financial waster, or energy waster can you eliminate today?
Yeah. Something to think about.
Let us know in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoy our content,
be sure to like, comment, share, and oh, I know, final flash! That's a subscribe button, like Vegeta, baby. Woo! Yeah.
And make sure you hit the notification bell to know when our next video is coming up.
Yes, sir.
And until next time, make sure to gain knowledge,
Take action,
and
be unstoppable.
Woo!